Howdy everybody, and welcome to Dream Acres. I'm your host, Johnny Piazza, and today we've got a very special show coming at you. Because first things first, we're going on a pheasant hunt, and the feathers are gonna be flying. And then we're going on a bad to the bone elk hunt with a young lady named Lauren. And I'm telling you what, you're definitely gonna wanna stick around. Right here on Dream Acres. So the Outdoor Adventure Foundation has taken these kids out, and what the Outdoor Adventure Foundation does is provide hunts and other outdoor adventures to youths under the age of 25 with life-threatening illnesses and disabled veterans. And we're able to do that through the generosity and donations of others. And it allows us to really get these kids out there and do some hunts that make them forget about some of the issues they've had in the past. And I'll tell you what, it is really a huge help. So we do a lot of hunts for the Outdoor Adventure Foundation in North Dakota, and typically we're going after animals that you normally wouldn't expect to be in North Dakota, like turkey, elk, moose. But on this trip, we're going after something that is classic North Dakota, and that's the pheasant. So this pheasant hunt is taking place at Baldhill Creek Adventures, which is owned and operated by a gentleman that is named George Berger. Now George has a great operation. He runs waterfowl hunts, whitetail hunts, and he does a lot of pheasant hunts. And he always helps out every single year by giving the Outdoor Adventure Foundation a deer hunt and a giant youth pheasant hunt to take out our recipients. He's a great guy. He makes sure the recipients have a great time, and you can tell that he just thoroughly enjoys it. Yahoo! So when the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and Baldhill Creek Adventures link up to do these pheasant hunts, they do it big. They provide the gear for the kids and the parents. They provide UTVs to get around on, dogs, guns, food, everything they need. So all they have to do is show up and have a good time. So before we get out and get everybody acquainted, the first things first, we gotta get everybody geared up, and we gotta make sure to have a safety meeting, because safety is the #1 most important thing.
We're here to have a good time, and everybody's going to get some shooting. We're going to try and get everybody to shoot 5-6 birds. I don't want you shooting 15 birds right away. I like to have everybody have a chance to at least shoot some birds. So, and we will get you some birds. So make sure there's daylight between you and the bird, because I don't want anybody getting shot. That would be a bad deal. Make sure you know where you're going to shoot. There's lots of birds. Everybody's going to get a shot.
The hunters are in the field, the dogs have been set loose, and they're ready to start dropping birds. So that's it for this pheasant hunt, and it has been one heck of a great time. Our recipients went out there, they shot a lot of birds, they ate a lot of good food, and they got to hang out with family and some new friends, which is awesome. All of their big outdoor dreams came true. And that's what this organization is all about, the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, making big outdoor dreams come true. And that being said that's not all the outdoor dreams we've got for this show, because coming up next, we're going on an elk hunt, and it's gonna be awesome. Stick with us, Dreammakers will be right back. These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, and Shields. Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Dreammakers. Now we got an elk hunt coming at you, but first I've got a question. What do you think about women in the outdoors? Me personally, I think they're bad. And by bad, I mean bad to the bone. Women always seem to be better shots than men. They listen better than men, and they always seem to go out there and get it done. And sure enough, coming up on this next hunt, we've got a young lady. Her name is Lauren, and she is bad to the bone.
Hi, I'm Lauren Jorda. I'm the Outdoor Adventure Foundation elk hunt recipient. I was diagnosed in the fall of 2018, shortly before my 18th birthday, and they removed my left tube and ovary that had the cancer in it. I ended up going through 6 rounds of chemotherapy. I got my first round actually on my 18th birthday. 6 rounds, I ended on March 6th, 2019 then, and I've been clear ever since.
Now, for a bad to the bone huntress, we've gotta have a bad to the bone hunt. And there ain't nothing out there badder than a big old bull elk. So I gotta tell you about the guide on this hunt. His name is Logan Kostelecki, and he is awesome. Logan is actually a previous recipient of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. Now, Logan went through a lot of treatment, and thankfully he recovered. But now, what he spends a lot of his time doing is taking out our other recipients. Him and his dad own a ranch out in North Dakota where they've got a ton of elk and mule deer, and they take out a bunch of our recipients on awesome hunts. And you can tell just by talking to Logan that he's got a real passion for what he does.
I'm Logan Kostelecki, and I host and guide the elk hunt for the Outdoor Adventure Foundation in North Dakota. And this year, our recipient was Lauren Jorda. Lauren was a childhood friend of my sister's, and when I heard that she was diagnosed with cancer, I knew right away I had to get her involved with the foundation.
So the Kostelecki Ranch is just overrun with monster elk. So when it comes to hunting elk, Logan knows what he's doing. He runs trail cams nonstop, and he figures out what the bulls are doing and where they're at.
A week leading up to the hunt, I started scouting for the elk and getting an idea on how they're patterning this year.
And he gets a ton of pictures, really good pictures, and it helps give him a perspective on where he needs to be and when he needs to be there. So it's early October. The elk are still rutting, they're bugling, they're chasing cows, they're even doing a little bit of tussling. And Lauren, she's bringing her dad along. So first, they got to get into camp so they can start chasing bulls.
We met at the farmyard before we went out for the evening to practice shooting the gun and get our hunters sighted in.
So Lauren is all dialed in, she's ready to rock, and now they're gonna get on the road and start looking for elk.
The elk are either gonna come up over this hill, right in the low spot there.
Okay.
They might come off over that point. Not always, but sometimes.
So Logan's plan is pretty simple tonight. They're gonna be overlooking a crop field, and they're gonna be looking over a travel corridor and hoping that some elk work their way through. Logan's seen them in this area before, and he thinks that there's a good chance that they're gonna show up.
Out of the 4 spots we got here, they're gonna come either there or there. So we'll probably get you somewhere about here.
I heard the one right when we got up.
Did you?
I heard that one.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good height for you or not. And you know, usually how this goes is all the prep work we put into it goes out the window as soon as they come up over there. So.
These dreams were made possible by Colon Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, and Shields. If you've got a question, we've got an answer. This is Dreammakers Q&A. Howdy everybody, and welcome to today's Q&A. This one comes to us from Elaine from South Carolina. And Elaine asks, can my business get involved and host one of these hunts? So awesome, we'd love to contribute. Elaine, first of all, thank you very much. And second, absolutely. All you've got to do is head over to our Facebook or our website and you will be able to find all different ways that you can donate. You can sponsor a hunt, or even cooler, you can sponsor the show, which allows us to put on the show and also make these big outdoor dreams come true. Especially if you're a business and you want some commercial spots or you want to be integrated within the show, it'd be a really cool thing to do. Thank you for the question, Elaine. That's an awesome question. And if you've got a question for us, all you've got to do is head over to our website or our Facebook page and ask away on Messenger. We will do our best to get you on the show and answer your questions. We'll see you next time on Q&A.
Morning hunts are usually a little more exciting than this too. That's when me and Dave will be having a breathe off contest.
Go hoof it a bit.
Yeah, how fast we can march these hills. Jameson, that was 37 yards. That was a fun hunt. We had the action there bugling as they were coming over and we were sitting on the creek.
So some time passes and the plan works. They see some bulls. And actually one of them is a pretty dang big bull. The only problem is that they are far out there, too far for a shot. Now one of these bulls is awfully tempting. Most hunters would want to get down in there and sneak up on them, and they could do that, yeah, but Logan knows that a lot of elk work through here, so he doesn't know what's down in this bottom. So rather than going down in there, spreading their scent out and blowing those elk out of the country, Logan and Lauren are gonna stick around and see what else shows up. So sure enough, Logan was right, and they spot a couple more bulls. These bulls are much closer. The only thing is they're also much younger. They're not shooters. And sure enough, these young bulls start tussling, and Logan and Lauren just sit back and watch the show. Now, Lauren and Logan let these little guys walk, which I think is an awesome decision because you can't grow them up big if you shoot them when they're young. That's how you get the monsters. Now, we've seen a lot of elk already. We saw a shooter bull that was too far off to shoot, and we saw non-shooter bulls that were close enough to shoot, but we didn't pull the trigger. Now, they had a great night, they had a good sit, but they got a whole bunch of elk hunting left to do tomorrow. Stick with us, Dreammakers will be right back. These dreams were made possible by Colon Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, and Shields. Welcome back to Dreammakers, everybody. Now we're on an elk hunt in North Dakota with a young lady named Lauren, and we've seen a ton of action. We've seen shooter bulls that were too far to shoot, and we've seen non-shooter bulls that were close enough, but we let them pass. But that's okay, because this hunt, it's just getting started. It's a new morning and a perfect day for Lauren to kill an elk.
We got about a half mile, 3/4 mile hike in this morning, so.
Pretty good.
Try our best. Yeah. I don't want to get caught in the daylight, so I think we're gonna go.
Okay. Shoot straight. Good luck, Lauren.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there was some elk on my trail camera last night in the cornfield, and there was a bull that I've not seen in there yet for the past week, so pretty good bull too, but he's broke off right behind his fourth, so we're gonna try and sneak past them and get to the bottom, because I do think that they're probably gonna come down to where we're gonna be sitting at, so we can take our chance at one of those, but we're gonna try and get in on the big herd that went north.
So under the cover of pitch black darkness, Logan brings Lauren into his favorite spot. He knows there's elk around here. And sure enough, before the sun's even up, they start hearing the scream of bull elk. So Logan works down the hill to exactly where he wants to be. And these elk are absolutely tearing this mountain up. So as the sun's coming up, they see an absolute unit of an elk. The only deal is this guy's working his way around. So Logan cranks out the cow calls and lays a few down, hoping to get his attention.
He went east where we could not get a shot. In that moment, I thought we were done for the day. I didn't think we were gonna have any more opportunities.
And out of nowhere, Logan hears another bull ripping it. So Logan picks up stakes and moves Lauren because he can tell just by this bull's bugle, he's a shooter.
You hit him. Nice work. Yep, jack another one. He's dead. You don't know it yet, but he's dead. You don't even have to shoot again. Nice work. Oh, that was good. Alright, let him have a minute here. That was a perfect shot. And on the move too, he was still walking. I was trying to get him to stop. Oh, I don't know if you're shaking, but I'm shaking.
Told Cam I only needed one bullet.
Nice work.
A lot of adrenaline. It was really kind of surreal. It was crazy. It's really exciting.
Now we're gonna throw him on your back and you're gonna carry him to the top. All right, let's go check him out. It's all yours. Oh, and he's even a 6x7. Yep, he is. Broke a front off too. He's got character.
I was talking to Logan and I said I never thought I would be on an elk hunt, and without the Outdoor Adventure Foundation I would probably never be. I hadn't really expressed interest in hunting, but as soon as the opportunity came up I was just so ready to go. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and just having them allow me to come out here and set everything up for me, Logan taking time off and guiding it, it's just, I can't say thank you enough.
So Lauren got her bull. She got to have a great hunt with her friend Logan Kostelecki, and her big outdoor dreams have officially come true. Her first animal is on the deck and she couldn't be happier. And the other cool thing is that she got to do it with her family. Her dad was there, and then later on, her brother and her mom showed up and got to enjoy seeing Lauren with her elk. And you can see her smile and tell that this dream is in the books and it's been a great experience for her. Now, this has been an awesome show. We went on a pheasant hunt with a bunch of recipients out at George Berger's place, and they got a bunch of birds, and they had a heck of a good time hunting in the outdoors together as a group. And then later on, we got a phenomenal bull elk with Lauren, and she had a great time with friends, family, and had a great experience. And that, folks, is what the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and Dream Makers is all about. Making those big outdoor dreams come true for those that need them the most, whether it's a young person with a life-threatening illness or a disabled veteran. We are making dreams come true, and we can't do it without you. So if you're out there and you want to get involved with Dream Makers, all you've got to do is head over to our website where you'll find all the information you need in order to become a Dream Maker. And also, another really easy way to give is by signing up for our Text to Give program, where all you have to do is text Give to OAF to 21000. It's a small way, but a great way to donate. Now, I got to thank you all for watching today's show, because it's been a bunch of great outdoor adventures, and I sure have enjoyed telling you the story. And you're going to need to tune in, because we've got a bunch of great shows and outdoor adventures coming at you right here on Dream Makers.